Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Insomnia 51 Emerge UK Masters. And battles with me is Penguin. Game number 2 of this best of 3.
And we're going to be hopping into Frost, another familiar face map-wise. And in the bottom left spawn location, our red Protoss player representing Dignitas. He is up 1-0 in this series, one game away from taking it. It is dBlinG. And in the top right, his opponent spawning is the Blue Zerg player representing Team Fnatic. It is our Blue Zerg player, MiniRaser.
So, game number 1 was a long-ish game. Not ginormously long, but...
Not for MiniRaser, it wasn't.
Not for MiniRaser. For MiniRaser, it was a short game. It was a quick little aggressive build, but no. Both of these two were very cautious in the first game. And you can understand why. They were two people who arguably were contenders to be in the finals. The grand finals. One of them is going to be eliminated after this series.
Yep.
I believe they will get third, fourth. They'll battle it out for third, fourth, maybe. I'm thinking.
I think this is the loser of this is fourth, or I'm not entirely sure. I'm not. If you can bring up the brackets, I can tell you.
Either way, they're in with the money, but fourth place gets you £250. First place gets you £1,250.
They're 5th, 6th at the moment, the loser.
Okay, so they've got to win a bit more to actually have...
So actually, one of these two really good players is going home without actual prize money. That's pretty crazy.
Very frustrating.
That's pretty crazy. Alright, so we're on Frost. It's cross spawns. MiniRaser opting for the hatchery first here. MiniRaser's the kind of guy who I could definitely see going for the hatch pool build. Going for 3 hatchery before pool. Now, dBlinG opting for the gateway expand. I don't think we've seen him do a forge expand all weekend. I don't think I've seen dBlinG do a forge expand all year. This doesn't surprise anybody, seeing a gateway expand out of him. Just one gas coming down so far as well, which keeps his options open. He can go for some 4-gate pressure, which I think is probably likely on this map. We could see him go for some 4-gate zealot aggression. Meanwhile, it is going to be a 3 hatch 4 pool build for MiniRaser. 3rd hatchery going down right now. Is it going to be gas then pool? I think it should be. Yep.
It should be.
Yay.
It's a big map. He's already confirmed that his opponent isn't spawning to the south, as he sent the Overlord down there first, so he kind of had a 50-50 chance if he was going to be in trouble, but even if his opponent was spawning to the top left, it'd be highly unlikely that any big pressuring plays would come out from dBlinG. It's not really like dBlinG to cheese too often.
No, not really. He likes aggression, but he likes mid-game aggression. He likes late-game aggression, multi-pronged stuff, like multi-pronged harass with warp presence and stuff. Not so much the, yeah, I'm going to 5-gate you on one base, Elfie style kind of thing.
Waiting at the moment to see exactly what dBlinG is going to have in store for us, but it's going to be a while till we can easily see what it's going to be. He's only on 1 gas. Getting the 2nd gas down, we can immediately say that it's not going to be the mass zealot warp ins to try and punish this greedy hatch pool play, but obviously with 2 gases there's a lot more options open on what it can do. It's pretty much any kind of tech path now is available to dBlinG.
I'd love to see DTs, to be honest. I think DTs work really well against 3 hatch 4 pool builds, because since you have to get the speed first to be able to make sure you're safe. Sometimes people really delay their lair a lot, so I actually think that the DT build would be cool, but it is going to be a Stargate play out of dBlinG. He's putting that in the wall once again. And I'm interested to see if he goes Oracle once again. The Oracle did a good job last time. He got about 13 kills before he died.
I don't really have a problem with the Oracle coming out again because it's been so successful in last game, obviously with those 13 kills as you said. So Phoenix are also another option. I mentioned it, dBlinG does really like Phoenix, and I'm excited to see what pans out.
Oh, we'll know in just 10 short seconds, Mattles. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, MiniRaser's actually pulled out of gas completely after the speed, so he's not continuing gas. He's not going to be going for a relatively early lair or anything like that. And it is going to be an Oracle coming out for dBlinG once again.
And this Oracle was successful in the first game, as we've mentioned multiple times now, so not a huge problem if he goes for it. But, ooh, MiniRaser able to get 1 ling in. Should get a little peek. It doesn't actually see too much, so backs one out, but he knows the Stargate's coming, knows the Oracle is coming, and therefore should be able to put up some spores in plenty of time to mount a good defense.
And he is going to do that right away this time. Last game, he waited a little too long with the spores and ended up losing some drones. This game, not taking any chances at all, and wow, that's an early third base from bling.
This is nearly as early as you can get it. Of course,
Pretty much.
I'm thinking back to the Heart of the Swarm beta days with White Ra. And his 1 Oracle to 3 bases.
This is still very viable. I think I wouldn't be too surprised to see bling go for a Void Ray now. That's generally what you'll see people do when they're taking a faster expansion like this, but no Void Ray to speak of just yet. This Oracle with 2 kills and not really much else to its name. It lost almost all of its health. It did survive, which is the most important thing, but only killing 2 things, not really the greatest. But at the same time, he doesn't need to do too much economical damage because he's taking a third base at 6 minutes.
That Oracle's got to be careful, only 7 HP on it. Needs to be very cautious moving in. Should back away, regenerate up its shield so it can potentially get some more work done later on.
It likes to live its life on the edge.
It likes to be prepared. It's kind of a bit like you right now. You look like you're pretty close to death after your lack of sleep last night.
Oh god.
I thought I'd remind you of that. Penguin took a brief nap midday today while we had a long...
I took a nap while we were waiting for MiniRaser versus Orc, which turned out to be almost as much sleep as I actually got last night, because it was a very long nap.
Twilight Council now coming down from bling. This is all normal. Oracle is still alive, just chilling here. Doubling up as an effective observer. He observes the hatcheries coming down.
That he does. 4th base very early here for MiniRaser. Also going for the double evolution chamber. Are we going to be seeing Melee? We do see Melee coming out once again. Not as early as last game, but it is still going to be double upgrades for the Zerglings. So, interesting play here for MiniRaser. I think the composition with Ultralisk and Festerling is a very solid composition. Not surprising to see him use it again. But, yeah, I mean, it didn't work last game. We'll see if he's able to make it work this time.
Still waiting patiently. Spire rather coming down.
Oh, that's a cute positioning.
I like this. I like this. It's not going to get scouted easily. Could
No.
actually maybe if there's a hallucinated Phoenix, because that'll probably come into the 3rd and loop around that way. So it would then get the scout.
True. But we do have a Templar Archives coming out for bling. So bling essentially foregoing Colossi completely this game for now. Opting to get very, very fast Templar out. Chronoing out a Warp, which is kind of cute.
MiniRaser saw.
Nice. MiniRaser on point with his scouting here. Very nicely done. And, well, the 4th base is done. He's going to be able to drone that up quite quickly. We have a Infestation Pit also nearing completion here. Boom, that's done. Is he going to go straight for Hive once again despite not having 2-2 yet? That is the question on my mind. That is so much minerals and gas. Is he just going to get like 10 mutas and then go into Ling Ultra? Or is he just going to go like double upgrade Lings with mutas? That would be kind of cute.
Well, the anti-air currently for bling is 3 sentries. That is it. Like, that is what the anti-air consists of. 3 sentries. They're not very good against 11 Mutalisks, let alone 50.
No, they're not.
And that's what we're going to have.
Wow, 50 Mutalisks on the way. And that's a lot of mutas out of nowhere. Bling is going to be in a lot of trouble here. And it's Charge coming in. So it looks like he wants to be going for a Zealot Archon push, or at least composition. Oh, nice force fields. That's going to be really nice. Getting all of those Lings essentially for free.
Lots of force fields used, though.
Yeah, that's true. That was a lot more than he would have liked to have used.
Also worth noting that still we see no production from the Warp Gates. A Phoenix now coming out, but 1 Phoenix at a time. Additional Stargates coming, but there's already 15 Mutalisks. This is a huge, huge investment. So many cannons trying to come down, but there's just a lot of mutas. They should be able to deal with this. The Stalkers can at most get warped in 8 at a time.
And the Mothership Core is way too far away. It can't launch the Photon Overcharge that it needs to launch so badly. Bling scrambling, trying to do what he can here. There is one cannon that's doing a little bit of something. A recall in just so he can actually launch the Overcharge. So he will be able to save the rest of this, but good damage already dealt. The sentry's under fire now. Good control on these mutas by MiniRaser as he picks up all 3 sentries essentially for free. Very nice moves out of MiniRaser, who is just making nothing but mutalisks at the moment. Only 1 Phoenix still out at the moment. And, well, it will be able to lend its damage here as the Stalkers try to focus down as many of these mutas as possible. The mutas definitely winning this fight for now. Ling's coming on in. The Overcharge is still active on the 3rd, but Bling has no answer.
He has no anti-air at the moment. 4 more Stalkers coming through. The Phoenix frantically trying to be produced. Down goes the Mothership Core. More Phoenix on the way, but that Stargate's being focused, and this, it's going to be close. Will it actually get out that Phoenix? Looks like no. GG, and it was GG. That was a beautiful build by MiniRaser, catching Bling completely off guard.
excellent positioning of the Spire, excellent decision to go for the very early Infestation Pit, which he used for absolutely nothing. He didn't use it at all. What he used it for was to say, hey Bling, check it out. I have double upgrades on my Lings in an early Infestation Pit. That means Ultralisks, right? Wink wink.
Mind games. Anyway, short break now before Game 3 to decide whether Bling or MiniRaser advance forward and which one gets eliminated. See you in a few minutes.